So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, Lawrence under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Trent McDuffie getting the chance to blitz and finishing it off with his sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
A give running right, Etienne. The 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what... Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Jaguars are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. On 1st down, Lawrence caught by Jones. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. They work now on 2nd and 9. They'll try the left side with Etienne. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
Easy, read it 44, read it 54.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Hey, 57, 57. Attack, attack. Yellow. Hey, rip it, rip it. 50, yellow, 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 yellow. Right, right.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Yellow.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Jags are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
But they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Go, go.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Hey, I'm gun.
4th down. Here's Lawrence. Forced out to his left. Yeah, that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. That penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Lawrence giving to Etienne here on the option. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 84 yards on the ground for him so far.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Lawrence. Open man right side is Ingram. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him the 1st down. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he will get this in the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jags have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Yellow.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Foyesade Amulican. And the Jaguars will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Evan Ingram, 57 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Now this is going to be a quarterback draw. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the 1st down on the Chiefs.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. This ball deep for Tony. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
43! 43! Fire down these two! Fire down these two! Fire shot!
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now here's Here's Mahomes. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Attack, attack! Attack!
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, kill!
Lawrence. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, it's Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
1st down, Chiefs.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Going up top. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Final shot before the half for Mahomes. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
28, Chiefs 7.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this 2nd half. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. 2nd half starts with a run by Etienne. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Etienne once more. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's Lawrence. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he works free. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Now Lawrence, eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Calvin Ridley, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Antonio Johnson. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
On the counter, Etienne.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Boy, the pursuit there, terrific from the linebacking core.
Oh, it certainly was, because so many times on an option play, you'll see a linebacker make a beeline for the quarterback and then zip, one cut, and he's grasping at air. But this time, he locked in on him the whole way, took an excellent angle, and his grasp came up with the quarterback.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
McManus for the Jaguars field goal. A 59-yard attempt.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, but that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Kansas City.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, 31 yards. And the Chiefs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him, because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult, because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. To return, here's Agnew. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin first and 10. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
This is 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
Here we go.
Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Silver.
Toss left side for Etienne. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now Lawrence to throw. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Now Lawrence on first down. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the 3rd. That right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Over the middle, complete. It's James. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
McManus's point after is good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
To kick off for the Jaguars.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
There are not many times where you might say it's a detriment to have a quarterback with a cannon for an arm, but this might be one of those few times. He just laid that one out there a bit too far, and his receiver couldn't run under it.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
So on 4th down, they're going to go again. Keep in mind they're 3 of 4 so far in these situations. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 6.
Go.
Throw left side complete. That's Jones. So the completion good for just 3. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the shotgun, Lawrence escaping the pressure right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown Jaguars. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point from McManus is good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And some strong running. And he returns this to the 22.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
The Chiefs on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and a mile. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. You just kind of feel for the defense right now. This deficit, they have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. They're like, oh, my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now, trying to find that pride inside of them to allow them to continue to fight, even though they are down huge in this game.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
If they're going to get a 1st down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Could be some contact going on.
A short throw to Ingram. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. A snap to Lawrence as he taps the